Hello everyone, it is Barb Techel from joyfulpause.com. So here we are in the month of May. Yay. I know astrologically, and perhaps you were feeling it for April, was a pretty intense month. Many of us were going through some challenging things, myself included, though I feel on the other side of that challenging aspect, and I hope you do too. Astrologically, moving into the month of May, from what I understand from astrologers that I listen to, is going to be a much gentler month. You will feel the intensity starting to lighten up. And I will add to that, that it's about doing your inner work to help you get to that place. So hopefully you are in that space and are welcoming in some new energy that feels more grounded, more centered, and more calm. If not, I surely want that for you. And I hope today's animal guide intuitive reading may help a little bit with that if you're still feeling challenged by it. So I'm shuffling my deck of cards right now, Animal Reflections Healing Oracle. And I'm just going to ask what it is we need to know for the month of May. May is such a beautiful month. Here in Wisconsin, we're having lots of showers today, so April showers bring hopefully all the May flowers, which I personally am looking so forward to. All right, so what is it we most need to know for this month of May to help us on our continued healing journey? Let's see. This card is calling to me. I grabbed two, so I'm gonna go with that. So what do we most need to know? So the first card we have is skunk and respect. Here's an animal really that gets, really does not get a lot of respect. And when I was creating this card, it was so important for me to really honor skunk and, really offer others this other perspective of respect. And, my deck is about working with all the different aspects of ourselves. So when we look at skunk, where is it that we are not respecting ourselves, our journey, honoring ourselves in our journey, honoring that, if you're listening to readings like this, obviously you are doing the inner work and you're really trying to live your best life and be your best possible self. But oftentimes, we can have this inner critic in our head, and we can be really hard on ourselves, and we do this negative self-talk. So maybe perhaps in April that was part of the energy, if you were feeling some intense emotions or feelings coming up around a situation. May is really asking us to stop. I'm seeing this right now with skunk, to stop and smell the roses, smell the flowers, and really, just think how much we respect nature, we respect Mother Earth, and that it's time to turn that on yourself and really respect yourself and how far you've grown and how far you've come. So I'm going to pull the guidebook and just see if there's a little more information I can share with you. I just loved creating this card. Skunk, I think, is one of those animals too we fear. We don't want to be sprayed with that vile spray they can shoot at us. But it's their way of protecting themselves, right? So I'm going to read this part, is what's jumping out at me. So skunk wraps you in the loving embrace of protection while inviting you to thoughtfully look within at a part of yourself you have either browbeaten or turned away from in loathing. This is a courageous act of love, requiring your gentle care, curiosity, and compassion. Those parts of ourselves we don't like about ourselves, we tend to do that. Our inner critic comes up and wants to beat that part of us up. But I can assure you, and this is the work that I've done for myself too, I can assure you that critic, that part that you don't respect, that you may loathe, is just this part of you, more often than not, an inner child part of you that was hurt. And it just needs attention. It needs to be seen. It needs to be heard. It needs to be loved. It needs you to let it know it's going to be okay and that we got this and we can heal this. So quite fearless and at home in its own mind, skunk never seems to be in a hurry. This allows it to be in the moment and explore what is directly in front of it. Skunk is encouraging you to do the same. So when you feel in that space of, beating yourself up, it's really a clue to stop and just be with that part of you that is trying to protect you, and ask it what it needs at that time. What do you need right now? How can I best help you so you don't feel, and I still do it. I still find myself, one of the things that I do, and I actually say it out loud because I spend a lot of time alone, and I'll find myself saying, "Oh, Barb," if I do something that I didn't appreciate that I did, and I'll say, "Oh, Barb," and all of a sudden I feel myself going on this loop of trying to beat myself up. I should have known better. I'm almost 62 years old. Are you still doing that? But really, skunk is asking us to respect that part of ourselves that's just trying to be heard, and to understand, where has that come from? Skunk is also good at digging and creating a hollow to rest. Skunk appeals to you to burrow below the surface and listen to the part of you that you tend to ignore. It's time to stop piling negativity on this part of you and instead lovingly extend it kindness. As you carefully examine those sensitive aspects, remember to allow them to open up in their own time without tension or unnecessary expectations. As you honor being with what it is you resist about yourself, expect you will come to see these aspects in a new light of understanding and respect. And truly, when we see that part of ourselves that was just trying to protect us from being hurt again, how can you not love that little inner person within you that was doing that out of love for you? So the other card, perfect, this goes perfect with it, is that snake and transformation. So when you continue to do this important inner work and listen to all aspects of yourself, you transform on a new level and you shed that skin that no longer serves you, that it was just a part of you that was trying to protect you. But you just have to let the inner person know, we got this, we can do this. And I walk the walk with you. I continue to walk the walk with you and doing my transformational work, shedding those parts of me that no longer serve me. So I hope this reading was helpful for the month of May. I really love that. It's so powerful. So let me know if it speaks to you. And try to embody a little bit of skunk and a little bit snake. 2 S's into your month of May and your healing practice. All right, everybody, have a great month of May, and I will see you again soon. Take good care, everyone. Bye-bye.